falling apart. I messed everything up. I don't know what to do.
Was Stars Hollow as cozy a place to grow up in as we Gilmore Girls fans remember? While I've always thought of Stars Hollow as an idyllic, cozy place that idolizes Rory as their golden child, it didn't really hit me until I was an adult rewatching the show how stifling this must have been for Rory. I mean, even if Rory wanted to, how could she ever really be a normal teenager who goes through a rebellious phase like Jess or Lane when so many people don't ever let her break out of the box they put her in? Watching Gilmore Girls, I never got the sense that Rory was ever allowed to have any type of a safe space in Stars Hollow or in her family to be fully herself. Because of this, Rory never got to express her confusion or fears as a teenager, without being expected to be perfect or successful in her academics. And if even the smallest blip happened for her, it wasn't long before someone in her family or a fellow resident in Stars Hollow, like Luke, immediately would handle the conflict for Rory. We can see this when Rory breaks up with Dean and cheats with him once he's married. No one in Stars Hollow ever really gives her any blowback or chastises her for her part in either of these situations, beyond a casual, "you shouldn't have done that" talk from her mom. On the other hand, because Jess and Lane aren't seen as prodigies or even really expected to amount to anything, we get to see them develop normally and explore their interests in a range of things throughout Gilmore Girls. For Lane, this is shown in her musical pursuits. While Jess, who has similar aspirations to Rory of becoming a writer, gets to do random things like imitating his favorite beat poets by going on an ill-advised road trip inspired by Jack Kerouac to actively engaging in arguments with Luke. While aggravating in the moment, having this interaction with their parents shows that Mrs. Kim and Luke think of Lane and Jess as dynamic beings, and not as a perfect robot in the way Lorelai and the Stars Hollow townsfolk treat Rory. Because of this, Jess and Lane are able to exist as believable characters and develop across the seasons of Gilmore Girls, unlike Rory, who remains underdeveloped as a character throughout the series. Is only ever allowed to be the smart girl. Mind you, this wouldn't necessarily be a bad thing if Rory's character had any other noticeable personality traits on Gilmore Girls. However, because she's only seen as the smart, nice girl throughout the series, her intelligence becomes a crutch. When this happens, Rory stops developing as a character. So in later seasons of Gilmore Girls, when her intellect is threatened by Mitchum, she ends up not knowing who she is, causing her to stumble and lose her way in life. This makes me wonder if the small town vibe of Stars Hollow was actually the reason for Rory's downfall. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below.